Among the many women stalwarts in the Bible, Mary, the mother of Jesus, to me stands towering tall above them all for her willingness, her obedience, her submission, her vulnerability, her availability to lay all her plans down just to embrace what God had called her for. Hi, this is Minnie, and I'm so privileged to share about Mary and what we can learn from her life. The angel Gabriel addressed Mary as, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." How can we find favor in the eyes of God? Turn with me to the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verses 3 and 4, which reads, "Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. So you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man." So, bearing that in mind, let's put on or let's adorn love and faithfulness. The greatest commandment is to love the Lord our God with all our heart and also love our neighbors as ourselves. So, loving one another, being faithful in our calling and in all that we do, let's find favor in our homes, in our workplaces, in situations that's beyond us, in every areas. Let's expect God's favor. Secondly, we get to know that Mary was very discerning. She was initially troubled by that sort of greeting from the angel, but she wanted to discern what it was all about. She now had to lean on God and not on her own understanding, so that in all her ways, God would establish her and make her paths straight. We have life's challenges and we need God's discernment, His wisdom and guidance. So my prayer for each one of us for this season and the seasons ahead is this: that your love may abound more and more with knowledge and discernment, so that you may approve what is excellent and be pure and blameless for the day of Christ, filled with the fruit of righteousness that comes through Jesus Christ, to the glory and praise of God. Mary would have had her share of doubts, of fear, and even apprehension. And the angel calmed her fears and spoke to her and told her that there is nothing impossible with God. And that's a very, very uplifting verse to me personally. And I just wanted to remind us of this verse, that if we look to Him, Emmanuel, God with us, who sees us, who knows us, who understands us, and be it whatever season or whatever situation that we are in, that the God of the impossible is with us. He's for us and He's fighting every single battle. So be encouraged. There's nothing impossible with God. Last but not the least, it's not in the scope of what I had to share, but Mary was highly blessed because she had a husband who understood her, who feared God, who revered God, and was obedient to God, and who came alongside with Mary to support her in her calling. And what a blessing to have a husband who supports a woman, or vice versa, a woman who supports husband in the calling and the ministry that God has put each one of us. So I've been blessed in that area, and I just want to encourage you that be supportive towards your wife who'd love to serve. And the same applies for the wife. For those who are not married and you have a sibling or you have a family member who has a calling over their life, it would be so encouraging to be supportive. That's all. Have a blessed Christmas and a wonderful year ahead.